And we're going on the air. All righty. Fantastic. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delay here, a little behind the moment, but we made it. Welcome one, welcome all. Glad you could make it to the show. Just trying to get everything looked after here. Okay, a little behind the times. Welcome one, welcome all. It's July the 2nd, 2019. Bruce is here, and Bruce is kind of busy. Lots going on here all of a sudden. It was kind of a slow start to the day, and then things started to really pick up. Welcome one, welcome all. See if I get this to mute, please. Sorry, folks. I'm still trying to get my channel to behave itself. There it goes. I think Bruce is here. No, it's not behaving itself. Busy. Cut that out. All righty. Let's see if this is working. Are you getting my picture okay? I think you are. Looks like I'm getting the picture all right. Let's see. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. All righty. Nice to have you here. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of July. My goodness. Reminder, I'm not on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm on the road tomorrow with Jennifer to Calgary. I'll be on the road. I'll be on the air again Thursday until next week, Tuesday, and then next week, Wednesday, I'm off again. So this Wednesday and next Wednesday, traveling to and from Calgary. But I'll be coming to you from Calgary starting Thursday, and I'll have Mr. Stinky with me as doing a cameo appearance, hopefully. Hopefully he'll want to do that. The little pussy cat that my daughter has. We'll see if we can get Mr. Stinky to come on. Welcome to the show today. I'm glad you could make it. 27,882 subscribers. They just keep coming in. Fantastic. Working our way to 28,000 subs. Unbelievable. Love it. Thank you for being part of it. And thanks for joining me on the show. Yay, Mr. Stinky, says Linda Lou. Right on. Here in Creston, where I am in British Columbia, we just had a downpour. Jennifer and I were watching unbelievable amounts of rainfall fall for about 10 minutes. We had one of these showers that came through, one of these systems, and we're supposed to get several of them here. And no dust in the area here in Creston, let me tell you that. We're only reaching 75 for the high, but we got a deluge of rain. And now it's just stopped dead in its tracks, and there's gray clouds all around us, and we're just waiting for the next one to appear and make an appearance. We'll see what happens. Linda Lou, I'm a cat lover. Bruce, right on. Fantastic, Linda Lou. Thank you for being here, everybody. It's nice to see you all. News of the day. A couple of pieces of news, I guess. I was going to talk about almost exclusively about the Carnival Vista ship because I did a video on it today, but my buddy, sorry, I'm just got a million things on my mind right now. Tom Henry out of Richmond, British Columbia. Thank you, Tom Henry. Tom sent me a little hi, how are you message on my Facebook group page. And just let me know that he found out, he had heard that something is up with the Norwegian Pearl. And I was doing some digging on it right away, as were others. And sure enough, breaking news out of Norwegian. The Norwegian Pearl cruise ship is supposed to be departing on a cruise out of Rome in 3 days, on the 5th of July. This is the 2nd. People are flying to Rome as we are speaking to you, as I'm talking to you right now. People in the air are heading to Rome. People are in Rome who've been there a day or two already to get ready for this great cruise. 13-day cruise out of Rome. It got canceled. The Norwegian Pearl has run into engine difficulties. Apparently, has had problems in the last 4 or 5 days or so. I've been trying to get to the bottom of it. I haven't been able to find any real details on it, but apparently a couple of ports were missed on her last cruise. She's in Barcelona, got there, I guess, yesterday, I think, and hasn't left Barcelona. She's stuck in Barcelona. I think she's marooned there. Not marooned, but she's stuck in Barcelona. Obviously, technicians have arrived. They've inspected the engine and whatever the issues are mechanically, and they've made a determination that whatever is wrong with the Pearl is so serious that rather than have a cruise leave 2 or 3 days late, maybe on the 7th or 8th of July or something like that out of Rome, they're not leaving Barcelona at all, and they're canceling a 13-day cruise. So they've just bought themselves 2 weeks of repair time. Now, the question will be, where will the ship be repaired, and what is required to repair the ship? Will she need to come out of the water into dry dock? Will she need to be, can she be repaired where she is in Barcelona? Can they find a pier facility somewhere, repair facility nearby? Do they need to tow her anywhere for this work? What parts are required to be replaced? How serious is the issue? It's obviously serious enough that the cruise line has today notified 2,300 passengers at the least, at the very least. We're talking July the 5th, folks. Everyone's on holidays here. This cruise would have been a full sellout at top dollar for a Mediterranean cruise, and 2,300 people have just been notified with 3 days to go. Your cruise is finished. It's canceled. It is gone. I feel terrible for all involved. I'm not happy for Norwegian either. Believe me, I'm not gleeful about this news. This is terrible news for Norwegian. Terrible news for her clients. The staff on board the ship, bad news, because there's 2 weeks of tips gone. You know, and usually, you know, summer people are having a good time, and you spoil them rotten, they'll tip you some cash. Well, that's gone. This is a economic disaster, among other things. And for all those folks who are, you know, who haven't left yet, who are thinking of flying out tonight or tomorrow from the U.S. or North America or somewhere in Europe to head to Rome, they're now getting the word that there's no cruise ship there's no cruise ship waiting for you when you get there. Now, I was just talking to Jennifer about this. Can you imagine the two of us, if we'd have flown to Rome yesterday, we'd be getting the message today that there's no cruise in 3 days. You know, what do you do now? Like, what do you do if you don't have insurance? And do I keep talking about having travel insurance? Hello, travel insurance. Isn't it going to come in handy right now for all those folks who have it, who are going to be able to claim perhaps a claim with the insurance company to at least be able to get back? You know, maybe in a few days they'll fly back, have to change all their tickets and everything, or they're going to you know, get some compensation for the hotel expenses and so on. The cruise line is making good on the fare. They're giving everyone a refund on the cruise, but they have not said a word regarding compensation for this mess. I haven't had a word yet out of Norwegian. I'm hoping it's coming. I'm hoping that the line will do something about that. What will they offer all of these passengers in the form of a compensation offer for this last-minute mechanical cancellation? Will it be a 50% credit on a future cruise? You know, whatever you paid for this one, we'll give you a half credit towards another one, including giving you your money back. Or is it a free cruise? That type of thing. Now, if it were, let's play the what-if game. If this was Viking, if this was a Viking cruise, ocean cruise, my guess is that Viking would have refunded everyone their money, number one. They would have immediately insisted that they would have looked after all airfare change fees for people who are either canceling at the last minute back from wherever you're coming from. You'll be compensated for any of that. Or if you're in Rome, they'll cover your hotel. They would cover some kind of a daily meal allowance. They would also cover your return flight changes required, so you wouldn't be out of pocket. And then they give you a free cruise after that. That would be Viking. That would be Viking. Okay, now let's play another game. Let's play the Carnival game. What would Carnival do in a scenario like this? My hunch is Carnival would give at least a 50% credit on a future cruise, if not a full-blown free cruise going forward in the same class that you booked. Or give you a credit equal to how much you paid for this cruise to be applied to a future cruise. That would be my guess on Carnival. Royal Caribbean, I think Royal Caribbean would be pretty proactive on this as well. They would probably offer at least a free cruise. They would offer certainly the change fees. They'd be on that. I guess it all depends on which cruise line we're talking about, isn't it? But with Norwegian, you know. If you don't know, I'm telling you, I know that based on past history, trying to get credits out of Norwegian can be a bit challenging. They're unpredictable. There are times where they step right up to the plate and say, hey, we blew it, we screwed it up, we're going to take care of it. And other times they come in chintzy. They come in really chintzy. I don't know. I'm not sure what what Norwegian, is going to do this time. What's Norwegian going to do on this deal for passengers on the Pearl? It's a royal mess. Now, not only does Norwegian lose out on all the cash that they were going to get on this 13-night cruise, they also have to pay for the repairs of this ship. This is the other, mystery. It's a 13-year-old ship, so there's no warranty on the engine. They may have insurance against catastrophic loss and all that stuff. I'm sure the cruise lines have insurance policies regarding business interruption insurance and things, but the premiums are ridiculously expensive. They're really crazy. So there could be a deductible, who knows how many hundreds of thousands before they can collect the rest. I don't know. But there are dollars being spent right now by Norwegian to get parts ordered, people in there, the ship organized, all kinds of stuff having to be done. What a mess. And the hope is, cross your fingers for Norwegian's sake, and the Norwegian executives, I'm sure, are crossing their fingers, this issue can be resolved during this next cruise, that this isn't going to require another cancellation, that only this one and this one only will be affected. In a way, they're kind of lucky that they weren't running a 7-day cruise next week, that it wasn't starting on the 5th until the 12th, because had that been the case, they may have had to automatically come up front and say, we got to cancel 2 cruises, not just the one, which means, of course, double the number of people affected, 4,600 more or more. How many flights we're talking about? How many hotel reservations? You just think of those legit. Just double the problem. But right now, the problem is bad enough as it is. You've got this mess. Now, I don't know. I can't tell you the story about who's on the ship now, because this ship, I thought, was supposed to go to Rome to offload the passengers and then bring on the new passengers. Isn't that the deal? So isn't the ship right now sitting in Barcelona, sitting there with 2,300 people that are supposed to go to Rome in the next 2 days and get off the ship on the 5th of July there? What about that? So we may have another 2,300 folks who are really inconvenienced because they're off at the wrong port, and I'm not sure if they've been kicked off the ship yet or not. They might be able to stay on her for the next 2 nights, but in port as a floating hotel, because I'm assuming the issue is a propulsion issue. I don't know. We've been told it's the old technical term, technical problems or mechanical problem, but we don't know what mechanical. Is it air conditioning mechanical? Is it electrical mechanical? Is it propulsion mechanical? What? So the folks on board the ship now, what is their fate? That's 2,300 people and a whole lot of relatives and friends around the world wondering, are mom and dad coming back, and how and when and why? And the expense of getting them either to Rome to catch their flights home, if that's where their flights home are from, or assisting people on the ship to get them flights back to where they're coming from Barcelona. So if folks are going back to New York, Miami, Chicago, as far as Americans go, Canadians are going back to Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver. It could well have been that people were going to fly out of Rome and they were going to go to Heathrow or Frankfurt or Amsterdam and then fly transatlantic if they're coming from North America. Or the Europeans, of course, were training at home or were flying home from Rome. Those who live in the Rome area would just drive home. Of course, now they can't drive home. How are they going to get back? They got to fly from Barcelona over or take a ferry. There's a lot of logistics here. We're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars of inconvenience. The logistics are just out of this world. And I was informed, and I read this morning that the folks who were informed by Norwegian today that their flight or that their cruise was canceled received a robocall. It was a robot calling the passenger saying, sorry, your cruise is canceled as of July 5. And why did they use robocalls? They had to contact 2,300 people in some combination. Now, maybe they could reach 500 of them through travel agents, and they could reach another, a number of others through emails or a combination of it all, but the robocalls went out as well, and what a mess. There are a lot of upset people right now. So I'm thinking there are 4,600 people inconvenienced in one way or another way right at this moment with Norwegian's Pearl problems, the Norwegian Pearl problems. If this goes another cruise, add another 2,300 minimum to that number, and we're talking a nightmare. And yesterday, it was yesterday on this show, I was talking to all of you who were here about avoiding a nightmare cruise. What do you do to avoid a nightmare cruise? And the number one thing I brought up was you have to have travel insurance, and you do not dare buy it only through the cruise line. You've got to get travel insurance through your own insurance provider at home, the person you use for your home insurance, your life insurance, or your car insurance, or your apartment insurance, whatever insurance you buy. Go through someone you trust. If you have one, please. If you're doing it on the internet through Geico, God help you, because I don't know if you're talking to a human being ever, and I don't know if you're getting the best deal or not. You might be so taken by their commercials that you're just following their guidelines and paying whatever they tell you to pay, and you're getting lousy insurance. I don't know, but if it was me, I'd be talking to my insurance provider, and I'd be trying to use an agent, an insurance agent that can shop the market for me, including Geico and everybody else. I need, and I would insist upon having full-blown travel insurance that includes all the medical and has minimal deductibles and has maximum payouts and allows you to cancel your cruise for whatever reason, and or you're covered for insurance for any reason as well. So that a ship mechanical issue is not exempted on your policy. You make sure that you're covered every way to Sunday, which means, of course, yeah, I just got to Rome, and my wife and I are here. We just checked into our hotel, and we looked at our Wi-Fi because we have a Wi-Fi package, and there's an email alert from Norwegian telling us that our cruise that leaves in 2.5 days has been canceled. Now what? Well, you'd want to be able to make arrangements for some other kind of holiday if you could. This is what I was talking to Jen about. What would we do, and how would we do it? Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, it was a 13-day cruise. It was leaving in 3 days, so that's 16 days of time. After the cruise, maybe we were going to stay a day or two longer and then go home. So it was really, we don't go home for 18 days. Our flight is 18 days away. Well, why don't we do something else for 18 days and then just catch our flight home? That would be my thought process. That's what's in my head. So first thing I'm thinking about is, can I book a cruise with somebody else as soon as possible, somewhere in Europe, departing Rome, departing Naples, departing Genoa, departing Marseille, departing Barcelona, departing, wherever, because we can catch a flight from here to a cruise ship locally somewhere here in Europe to take a cruise. It would be a different cruise than we had thought, but it would be a cruise nonetheless. That would be my first thought. So I'd be looking at Costa Cruises, Ada Cruises, TUI Cruising. I'd be looking at P&O. I would be looking at Royal Caribbean, whoever's here. First site I'd go to is vacationstogo.com to find out what ships are in the water over the next week or so, within a 1 or 2 hour plane ride from here. That's what I'd be doing. And I'd then be shopping around quickly, like in my hotel room right now, to see if I can put a cruise together. If I can put one together in the next 4, 6, 8 hours, where I can see availability, might depart in 4 days or 5 days. It might only be a 10-day cruise, a 1-week cruise, or whatever. Great. But if I can't, then forget about that. Over dinner tonight, my wife and I would then figure out plan B. Plan B is we're going to have a holiday in Europe without a cruise. So what would it be? What about a bus tour? What about buying a rail package? What about exploring Italy, perhaps through some tours, taking a ferry ride from Rome to perhaps Sicily, and then taking a ferry ride from Sicily after a few days to Marseille, and taking a ferry ride from Marseille to Barcelona. And these are just overnights, not as exotic as a cruise ship, but we would now be land tourists when on land. Or do we rent a car, and do we just tool around Europe with a vehicle and explore and wing it? completely off the top. Who knows? I mean, it's a million combinations. But insurance can only go so far. Travel insurance can only cover you for your costs, for your inconvenience. You have to figure out from there what you're going to do. Obviously, there's some people who are going to say, enough's enough. I'm just going to grab the next plane and go back to the U.S. and pout. Fair enough. If what you want to do is what you want to do. Personally, I wouldn't do it. I would find a way to enjoy what you have and make it the best you can and go from there. But anyway, what a day. Not a fun day for our friends booked on the Norwegian Pearl at all. I feel for everybody involved, like I said, and I expect to hear a lot more news out of this over the next few days. It's likely I'll do an update video on this, maybe one more tonight or on Thursday. But tomorrow I'm in the car and I'm driving to Calgary. So if I do a video about anything new, it'll be before I get in the car tomorrow morning or when I get to Calgary later in the day. I've got to say hi to Mr. Stinky first, though. Come on, I got to say hi to Mr. Stinky and then see what's going on. Other news, I did another video this morning, which I thought would be the only video I was going to make other than the live show I'm doing here, this live show and my show tonight at 8 o'clock. Don't forget, I'm doing trivia tonight at 8 o'clock. Come on by. The other video I did was about the Carnival Vista cruise ship. The Carnival Vista is right now on her last 8-day slow motion trip to Mexico and back, having left Galveston. She'll be going back to Galveston on the 9th of July, and she will then work her way over to Grand Bahama. And I did a video today on how this ship is going to be repaired, because it's quite an interesting story. Rather than the ship going into a traditional dry dock, which is what would normally happen, the ship can't go into a traditional dry dock. And the reason for that is because of the Oasis of the Seas. The Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas had an accident at the dry dock facility in Grand Bahama, just outside of Freeport, several months ago. Those of you who are regulars to my channel, you know that the Oasis of the Seas was supposed to get Azipod work done on her, and she had backed into a dry dock, and she was partially sticking out the front end. Most of the back end was in. And as they were draining out the dry dock and to get everything lined up, the ship slipped on her keel moorings, and she, in effect, listed onto her, I believe, port side, and caused warpage of the entire length of the dry dock. It's like an ice cube tray with no cube things in the middle. This whole thing just got twisted and warped out of shape. A crane was then forced, in effect, gravity forced the crane to lean over, and she crashed right over the back of the Oasis. The Oasis suffered $50 million in damage. The dry dock, I don't know how many millions in damage. And as we are sitting here right now, that dry dock is still not in operation. It is being repaired. I don't know if they have to cut it apart and replace it entirely from scratch. Is it a 1-year rebuild? I have no idea. No one is talking about how long this will take. In any event, the Vista for Carnival has nowhere to go in the Grand Bahama to a dry dock. What they've done in the meantime is Carnival got on the blower. They got their hands on what's known as a floatable dry dock, a ship that actually is a moving dry dock. This ship, the Royal, what's it called? The Boca Vanguard. This ship is a bona fide ocean-going vessel that can go to a ship in trouble. It can assist a cargo ship, a fishing ship, whatever, military, you name it. This vessel is 825 feet long, 220 feet wide, and looking at it from afar, you don't think you're looking at a ship. You're looking at, looks like 4 posts or 6 posts sticking out of the water with a little bit of a hull, and doesn't look like a ship at all. Well, one of the posts that sticks out from the water is at the front port side. That is where the crew is. That's where they sleep, they eat, and they work from. And this entire vessel is designed to get to where it has to go. It can then submerge itself under the waterline so that the entire bottom of the ship, the entire flat bottom of the ship is under the water. A ship is brought over top of the platform, and then the ship is raised out of the water, and the next thing you know, you've got a ship in dry dock, because the dry dock is a floating, portable dry dock. And these 6 posts that you see now, that's where the cranes are, and that's how they attach everything to this vessel. This is what's going to happen to the Vista. The Vista is going to be limping its way over to Grand Bahama starting on the 9th of July. By the 12th, it'll get there. The Boca Vanguard is already going to be there on the 5th of July in 3 days. She'll be there. She'll be working with crew at the dry dock that are already waiting. All the technicians, the spare parts for the new bearings and all the stuff for the azipods is already waiting. It's already in Grand Bahama. Now the Boca Vanguard will come in. They'll coordinate their game plan. The ship will arrive on the 12th, and the ship will then be brought in by tugboats very slowly over top of the platform that will be sunk into the water. The Vista will come in, and then the ship will be refloating itself by literally they flood their own ship to bring it down, and then they unflood their ship and they raise it up, and the next thing you know, the Vista is out of the water and it's in dry dock, and that dry dock then will be literally crawling with technicians to repair the azipods, because all the hydraulic equipment, all the cranes, everything is there waiting, and the spare parts, and it should take a week to 10 days to get the bearings replaced. They'll test them all out. Once they're satisfied everything's working, the ship will be lowered again into the water, and the cruise liner will be slowly backed out as she's floated, and then she will head back to Galveston to go back to work. And that is the plan. And it sounds incredibly complicated, and yet it looks incredibly easy when you sort of see an animated version of how this works. I made a video about this whole thing today. If you get a chance, check it out. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends, please share it with your friends. There you go. Well, that's the news of the day. I thought that's what I was going to talk about today, until Thomas Henry gave me a heads up about the Norwegian Pearl. Welcome to the show. Those of you who haven't figured it out, I have a Facebook group page called Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's right there. If you want to know what's going on between these shows that I do live, head over there. Become a member of Traveling with Bruce on Facebook. I'm the administrator of the site. I'll let you in. You'll get updates from my viewers who are watching what's going on. You'll get updates from me, what's going on. I'm constantly posting new videos that I make on this channel there. But the other thing you can do to stay on top of news that I stay on top of here is subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button, one of those 2 over here somewhere. And there's that bell notification icon beside one of the 2 subscribe buttons. Make sure you hit that bell. It'll make sure that YouTube will send you an email every time I do a live video or a recorded video, so that you're up to date with what Bruce is up to. And that's how you know. So there you go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. We've got 43 thumbs up so far on this show. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that very much. Thanks to those of you who acquired Traveling with Bruce merchandise and who have been going to Amazon.com through my channel. There is a link down below here, an affiliate link. Thank you for buying your items on Amazon through Traveling with Bruce's channel connection. Thank you. That's an affiliate link. It gives us a commission every time you buy something. Wonderful. There you go. There's the latest. I would love to hear from you. If you've never been here before, say hi to me. Please say hi to me. Give me a shout out. I'll give you one back. I would love to find out if anyone is new to this show today. Tell me, where are you watching me from? What's your weather like today? What's your high temperature like today? What's gas in your neighborhood? Let's compare notes. And if you have any questions about developments or cruise news, this is your chance. Let me know. If I can't answer the question, if you've already asked a question of me while I've been yapping away here, some of my viewers may have already answered the question for you, because you are surrounded by all kinds of sailing fanatics, cruise, people who are addicted to cruising are watching the show, hang out here, and we have a lot of fun. It's not uncommon where I'll have 100 people watching the show at any one time, but by the time I finish the show, 500, 600, 700 people have come and gone during that time frame. So if you're just joining in, let me know what you want to know about. Either one of my viewers will answer it, or I'll try to answer your question for you. In the meantime, I want to say cheers to all of you out in Traveling with Bruce Land in YouTube. Thank you for joining me today. Caffeine-free Diet Coke tastes great. A reminder, I will not be on tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm off the air tomorrow. I'm driving to Calgary with Jennifer. But on Thursday, I'm back on the air for 2 shows, 5 and 8 o'clock, doing trivia Thursday night, as I am again tonight, trivia tonight. And Mr. Stinky will be likely to be making an appearance on the channel. So if you like cats, or if you're wondering, how's Mr. Stinky doing? Bruce hasn't had him on for a while. He's going to be on with me. But only Mr. Stinky. The other 2 cats are no longer in the picture, but they're alive and well, by the way. They're fine, but they're not in the same place. All right, so there you go. Let's see what's going on. Tracy Smith is here. Vivian is here. Tom Henry, of course, is here. Linda Lou is here. MJ Gransard is here. Chili Falls. Who else have I got? I see Tracy Scott Weber, Paul Wilgus, SFL Spotter, Donnell. Happy birthday, Donnell. Donnell is here from Ireland. Thanks for wishing me a happy birthday on Facebook. Let's just say my plans are totally changed by circumstances beyond my control. It's good to be here again. I passed my IT exam yesterday, by the way. Way to go, Donnell. Fantastic. Congratulations to you. Happy 29th birthday for I don't know how manyth time, but way to go, buddy. Who else have I got here? Carmag 400 is here. Alan Carter from Calgary is here. Eric Warden is here. Richard Kleitman is here from Brooklyn. Hi, Richard. MJ is saying 85 degrees and breezy at Travis Air Force Base in Fairfield, California. Welcome, MG. Thank you for your service. If you're in the service, let me breathe. Kelly Haston is here. It's time for Bruce. Hello, everybody from Pensacola. Matthew Dresner is here. Hi, Matthew. Lawrence Qualter. Welcome, Lawrence. Rob Slevin is here. Hi, Bruce and TWB crew. Glad you survived Canada Day, Bruce. Megan Frost is here. Who have I got? Nurse Nancy is here. Hi, Nurse Nancy. She's saying hi to everybody. Celia Martin is here. Welcome, Celia from Tennessee. Let's see. Ofe Bell is here. Hi, Bruce. Howdy from Dallas. Let's go. Who else have I got? All kinds of folks have popped in today. It's fantastic. Randy Lucas is here. Greetings, Bruce, and all from sunny, what is that, Hayuchi, or in Northern California near the Oregon border on the coast. Welcome, Randy Lucas, to the show. Are you over your cruise ship withdrawals? I know you did those 3 back-to-back Alaska cruises. I'm glad you're back. Say hello to your lovely wife, Michelle, for us, too. Let's see. Everyone's wishing Donnell a happy birthday, of course. Way to go, Donnell. Oscar Laudette and Herrera. I'm not sure if I get that name right. Like, you know me with names. I'm awful. I saw the Pearl this afternoon. I just read what happened. Unbelievable. Debbie Manuel, hi, Bruce and TWB family. It's 90 today in Northern California. Wayfair commercial was on, and premium gas is only $3.78 at Costco today. How pathetic to feel lucky about that price. It is kind of sad, isn't it? That is crazy. Debbie, welcome to the show as always. Glad you're here today. Sylvia's here from Greensboro, North Carolina. Hello, everybody. It's 93. I'll check in later. Who else have I got here? Going through the names. A lot of folks are saying hi to each other, which is common here on the show. Ed Tolson Jr. from the Bronx is in the house. Welcome, Ed. Ed Tolson, way to go, buddy. Carol McElhenney, Carol E. Carol McE is here. How you doing, Carol? I'm booked on the Viking for a 4-month cruise in January. They have canceled Sri Lanka and Brunei already, and I'm worried about Hong Kong. We have insurance, and good thing you do. I think they're doing the right thing, though. They are avoiding trouble spots, and that's what cruise lines are famous for, especially with weather and political issues. If it gets dicey, they don't even take you anywhere near places like this. We'll have to see what happens. I'm sorry about the Hong Kong thing. That would have been pretty cool to be able to go there, but they're gonna be safe than sorry because they have nationalities from everywhere on board these ships, and they don't want to get anyone in trouble. Carol, welcome to my show, and I'm glad you have insurance. Well done. Donnell, yes, Tom, I had to take my mom to a hospital for news of a test. Long wait to see a consultant. Plans have to be changed, but I had a day off tomorrow, so there you go. Donnell, you hang in there. I hope your mom's doing well. Jeff Gold, what NCL ship? It's the Pearl. It's the Pearl. Let's see here. Ty Yang is saying I look elderly. Well, I'm working hard. I'm doing what I can. I'm not a kid anymore. Emily Archer, I was told it's very important to buy travel insurance. You just never know what can happen. That's right, Emily. Let's see here. Who else have we got here? Oh my gosh. Peter Heckema, hey Bruce and everybody. A beautiful 92-degree day again in Tarpon Springs in Florida. My sign-in ad today was for WeatherTech cell phone holders for cars. Well, that's an interesting ad. Gas today, $2.29 a gallon, a whole lot cheaper than California, isn't it? Thank you, Peter Heckema. Also, it's Tuesday, and that means a donation arrived yet again from Peter Heckema on my PayPal donate button. Peter, thank you so much for your continued support of this channel on a weekly basis. I love you, and I thank you very, very much, as does Jennifer, as she watches that too. Carol, last summer we sailed from Athens to Thailand, should have been, but I came down with typhoid and spent 2 weeks in a hospital in Sri Lanka. Thank goodness for insurance. Carol, you know firsthand what that's all about. Isn't that amazing? And I bet you'll never, ever travel again without it. You know the value of that insurance. Oh, my. Let's see. Who else have we got here? Ed is here. Nurse Nancy, Jeff Gold. Well, who else? Emily Archer, my friends decided to go to Alaska in September 2021, not 2022. Should we do Norwegian? Well, if it's a newer ship, yes. And if it's the Bliss, why not? Enjoy. Let's see here. Sylvan Forest. Hi, everybody. 88 in Delray Beach. It's light rain right now. I've got a cigar and a rum and coke at hand. I've hit the thumbs up and I've hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe and notify. Hit the notification button for Bruce. Dinner tonight: Mile High cheeseburger, Belgian fries, and wife's birthday cake. Right on. That will be awesome. Happy birthday to the missus. If I've missed her for yesterday or anything like that, congratulations. Let's see here. Who else we got? Justin Holm, 100% future cruise credit based on fare will be issued. $300 reimbursement is offered as of now. So the Norwegian people have stepped up now with additional offers for this cruise cancellation. Jaden, which Royal Caribbean Oasis class ship would you suggest? Harmony, Symphony of the Seas are the two newest Oasis class ships that I would recommend. They got all the toys. But Oasis of the Seas, after November of this year, will be fully refurbished out of Cadiz, I believe, and she'll have all the toys as well. So you may want to look at those three. The Allure of the Seas will be the last one. It'll be refurbished, I think, next year. So wait for the refurbishment on the Allure before you get on it. Let's see here. Sylvan Sam's Club ad played before you started today, Bruce. Jaden Fan, cruise and Oasis class ship, any ship, and you'll be a winner. There you go, Sylvan. There's good advice there. Jeff Gold says NCL always purchase third-party trip insurance for this very reason. There you go, Jeff. It's just like I said. Let's see. Are there any of these other fancy floating dry docks available to come and get the Pearl? I'm sure there are. There's more than one out there, but this one was available, and it is headed to the Bahamas, Grand Bahama. Let's go. Who else have I got here? Glenn Edinburgh is here from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome, Glenn. He's saying hi to all of us. Thank you for being here as always. Just got off the Adventure of the Sea, says Jaden. Fantastic. Let's see. Everyone wants to know, Jaden, how was the cruise? Doug West, it hit a sandberg, says Doug. Are you talking about the Pearl? And Becky Thaxton, hi, Bruce. I'm watching late. Linda Lou, my mom has to have a shot in her eye every 2 weeks for wet macular degeneration. Oh my gosh, that can't be fun. Jaden, it was great. We went on the Canada-New England cruise out of New York. Right on, Jaden. That sounds like a great trip. Beautiful ship, he said. Fantastic. Let's see. Is this Trumpet 469? Is that how you say that? I would have thrown the phone through the wall if I received a robocall. Sherry Awesome Sunset saying, hey, Bruce, how you doing? Let's see. Oh my gosh, who else have we got here? Megan Frost, it is really sad that there are a lot of cruises being canceled this summer. It's been an interesting year, hasn't it, folks? Really, and we haven't had hurricanes yet in the Caribbean. That's to come. Hurricane season is on. We got to keep an eye on that, as I always do. Let's see here. People talk about eye shots. They're no fun. I can just imagine they're no fun. I don't want anything to do with it. Who else have I got? Wes Morrison. I contacted my independent insurance agent for travel insurance and was told that they do not offer travel insurance. That I find unbelievable. Alliance has it. Other companies have it. You can get travel insurance through other providers. You may want to do some more digging. I'm surprised at that. Let's see here. Tom Henry says the Epic goes out of Barcelona. Are there any last-minute deals on the Epic? Well, if you're in Rome, you got to figure out a way to get there if you can get on that ship. But yeah, maybe worth a while. They're the Oasis of the Seas is using Barcelona right now. There's a lot of Costa ships everywhere, as there are TUI and ADA. So you might fly to Hamburg and catch a cruise from there, coming back into the Mediterranean, or you might fly to London Heathrow or Paris and take the Channel to London, get to Southampton and catch a ship out of Southampton, do the British Isles. I mean, there's a million combinations, just a question of room. There's 2,300 people wondering what to do with themselves. Certain number will probably just go home, but boy, that's too bad. Let's see. Who else is here? Just going through every comment here. Welcome everybody. Patrick Mignaga is saying hi. Hi Patrick, how you doing? Roland Tucker was here. In Tall Pines, I've missed what they canceled. In Tall Pines, the NCL Pearl, the cruise is canceled out of Rome in 3 days. July the 5th, she's canceled. Engine problem. Unbelievable. Let's see here. Roland Tucker, hi Bruce from Montreal. Hello there, Roland. How are you? Clout Crazy, how is the Oasis? Please tell me. The Oasis is great. The Oasis class is great. The Oasis ship is fine. She's in the Mediterranean, doing well. Having weekly cruises out of Barcelona, everything's fine. Let's see. Doing dishes and listening to Bruce, says Megan. Tom Henry, I take the laptop. What is that? HP battery, OP printer, and all the camera gear. Not much room for clothes. Oh, Tom Henry takes everything electronic with him. Gotcha. Let's see here. Cloud Crazy. I'm playing Xbox and listening to Bruce. Right on. Let's see here. Aaron Rose. The Earth is flat. Okay, Aaron. Thank you. Oasis. The fixes is all fixed and doing well. Says Tom Henry. Emily Archer. Do you suggest for an Alaskan trip in September, or do you suggest Princess Carnival or whatever? Okay. What do you suggest for an Alaskan trip to September? I think that's what you're trying to ask me. Alaskan trip in September, I would be taking Holland America. But Princess will work out. Norwegian will work out if you're on one of the newer ships. I don't know if you can take the Bliss in September. I'm not sure if they're still running it. But the Princess has a big ship. Norwegian has the big one, the Bliss and the Joy. I take the Bliss over the Joy because of the spa on the Bliss. But I would take Holland America as well because they have the covered pool deck as well. In September, you want a covered pool deck. It's going to be cool. Let's see here. Who else have I got here? Jeff, this is a great story about the dry docks, Bruce. I love your explanation. It would make a great video. It is a great video. I made a video. Go check it out, Jeff. Mark Dirksen, hey, all glad I made it. I'm staying in Victoria till Friday. So excited to be taking Celebrity Eclipse to Alaska on Saturday. Right on, Mark. Fantastic. And it's beautiful in Victoria. It's really pretty there. Let's see here. Who else have I got here? Catching up with all these comments. Sandra Cole, what do you think of the cost for a floating dry dock? It's going to be a lot more expensive than a regular dry dock, don't you think? I would think a minimum of $1 million a day. Minimum $1 million a day. It's a fortune. Plus, you got to get it there. You got to pay for that too. It's a fortune. Just a fortune. Who needs clothes? Says Mark Dirksen. I'm new to this conversation. Land of the Brave. Atlanta the Brave says hello. I say hello to Atlanta the Brave. Matthew, new St. Louis, 93 degrees. Welcome, Matthew, from St. Louis. Beautiful to have you here. It's great. 93 degrees. Who else is here? My Atlanta, Georgia, $2.50 a gallon for gas, 92 hot and muggy, says Atlanta the Brave. Welcome from Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful country. Great that you're here. I'm glad you're here. Jeffrey Store, what's the best ship or cruise line? Period. What is it? What is it? I don't know. What do you want? Is it for you, a friend, someone older than you, younger than you? Are you young? Are you old? I mean, there's a perfect cruise line for everybody, and then there's a perfect ship for everybody as well. Let's see here. Kind of chilly here, says Mark Dirksen in Victoria. It's kind of chilly. Yeah, welcome to Canada in the summer. Let's see here. Who else have we got here? Best ship or cruise line to do a transatlantic cruise? Cunard, Queen Mary 2. I think that's the one you want to take. It's built for that kind of thing. Kim from Denver says in Tall Pines. Welcome, Kim from Denver. I'm glad you made it. Thanks for letting me know where you're from. Washington County News Station, Utah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Let's see. Ron Sablehouse is here. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Ron. Welcome back again. And let's go. Mark Gerson, Kelly, we'll be doing a duck boat excursion on another day. We'll be doing a whale watching boat, a glacier walk, and a nature trail walk. Nice, nice. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. Tom Henry, Randy Lucas, how many days until your next cruise? Mark Dirksen, I'm more excited to enjoy the awesome spas. Yes, you want to enjoy the awesome spas is right. Love them spas. Love them spas, says Nurse Nancy. Oh, man. Who else have we got here? Mark Dirksen says, we took aqua class on Celebrity. They're pretty nice. That is really nice, Mark. That's like the, oh my gosh, on Norwegian, the high end room on Norwegian. That's nice. Sorry, folks, I got so much on my mind here. I can't keep my head on straight today. Who else have we got here? The Haven Club. That's what I'm trying to remember. Haven. It's like the Haven, the aqua class. Kelly Hassan, yeah, we were doing the spa too. I want to have an eagle land on my arm, but I can't find anything yet. You don't want an eagle landing on your arm. No, you don't. No, you want to have, if that's going to happen, you got to have all that padding on there, because those talons, say goodbye to your arm. You don't want to be doing that. Oh my gosh. I just like looking at them. Donnell, thanks, Bruce. Just worked out. I'm 29 for the 27th time. Right on, buddy. Way to go, Donnell. 29 for the 27th time. Well done, sir. Keep it up. Absolutely. Sylvia's here saying, I just arrived. I'm going to be listening to Bruce while driving. Cool Jazz is here. Hi, Cool Jazz. David Orcutt. Hi, 94 here in Maryland. Gas 289. Big thunderstorm just rolling through. Dave, take it easy up there. Mark Dirksen. Hello, Vivian. Laughing out loud. Let's see. Who else have we got here? Going through the comments, and everyone's best wishes to Donnell. Mark Dirksen, I love the last video you did about insurance, Bruce. I shared it on Facebook with my cruising family. There you go. That's good advice, I think. Let's go. Who else have I got here? Tracy Smith says it's 102 temperature and gas is $2.89 a gallon right now. Let's see. Oh my, Ann Elton, hi again from Dublin, Bruce. Hoping to book our next cruise soon on the Bellamissima MSC to Dubai early next year. Enjoying your show, Ann and David. Ann and David, thank you for so much for being here. Yeah, check out that Dubai situation. Make sure that things in the Strait of Hormuz are calm and okay. Keep your eye on that. Yeah, if you can get you get a cruise out of Dubai, that's one. Another one would be you get a repositioning cruise from Europe to Dubai. That's another. Definitely worth your while. I would like to check out Dubai for myself. That's a bucket list of mine. Also, I'd like to fly on Emirates Airlines. I would love to fly Emirates to Dubai and then take a cruise there. I would love to do that. That would be great. Let's see here. Who else? Scott Weber. You can get travel insurance from any former employer alliance. You can get, that's right, his former employer Alliance. Alliance has travel insurance available for privately. Absolutely. They're huge in Europe. Let's see here. Mark Dirksen, my brother, asked me if he could do skeet shooting off the cruise boat like he saw off the Love Boat show. Not since the 70s. That's been banned. Peter Heckema, Bruce, hurricane season in Florida starts June 1, ends at the end of November each year. Most hurricanes affect Florida in August to September. Exactly, Peter. And I'm watching all the time the forecast to see what's going on. So I'm also watching the Pacific to see what's happening there. Who else have we got here? Mar Fair saying howdy. Welcome, Mar Fair. Let's see. What do we got here? David Butler. Hi, Donnell. Happy birthday from Ann and David. I did skeet shooting on Royal Caribbean Nordic Prince in December 1989, says Sylvan. So it's up to 89 you could do it. Unbelievable. You can't skeet shoot anymore, says Kelly. Emily Victoria says, my husband and I are on our honeymoon from Canada in Dublin, about to leave for Rome on the Norwegian Pearl cruise this week, and now it's canceled. Devastated isn't the world. Yeah, you're not going anywhere on that ship, unfortunately, Emily. So make other plans, but use your internet and see what you can dig up. If you find a cruise with another cruise line, perhaps you might find a last minute deal that's a killer deal for you. You just might get lucky and get something way cheaper than what you're going to pay on Norwegian. You never know. This could be an omen, a positive omen. You never know. But thank you for being here, Emily, and appreciate the message. Let us know what happens. Tom Henry Bruce, I don't know about this year, but next year Bliss and Encore will be in Alaska till mid-October. Very interesting, sir. Very interesting. Let's see here. 572 days until our group cruise, Explorer of the Seas and Coco Key, says Sherry Awesome Sunset. Let's see here. Bruce, would you ever consider a river cruise? If I had the money, I would. If I had that kind of cash, but I don't have that kind of cash. River cruises are extremely expensive. Glen Edinburgh, 136 days until my cruise on the Voyage of the Seas, Singapore to Sydney. Getting itchy, can't wait. I don't blame you, my friend. Cheers to all of you again from Traveling with Bruce. Thank you for being here. 51 thumbs ups today. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here today on the show. We're on tonight, 8 o'clock trivia. Don't miss it. 8 o'clock tonight, live trivia. I'm ready to roll. Let's see here. Who else is here? Bruce, you explaining the thermal spa pass yesterday has made me really look into it. Oh yeah, Glenn, you want to definitely check this out. It's the adult retreat that you use every day on your cruise, whether it's a sea day, whether you're at port. You use it every day. I would use it out of 7 days. 5 days, I would use it twice, in the morning and the afternoon, early evening. I tell you, it is the therapy of therapy for me. Without a top-notch spa, forget about it. I'm not getting on the ship. That's why I'm not interested in the Norwegian Joy. The Norwegian Joy came from China to Alaska after a $50 million refurbishment. They didn't do anything about the spa. The spa's so-so. It's tiny. The spa on the Bliss and the spa on the Encore, fantastic. The spa on the Norwegian Epic, fabulous. I'd buy the spa pass, no matter the price, I'd pay it. 15, 20, 30 bucks a day, I'd pay it, because to me, I get my money out of it. That's a big deal for me. Yeah, check it out, you guys. Scott Weber, I have Aqua Class booked for the Celebrity Millennium on my cruise in Japan for 2020. Scott Weber, number one, you deserve it. Number two, you're going to love it. Right on, buddy. Donnell, 55 and counting. Yeah, it's a big glove, Nurse Nancy. Who else we got going on here? Who else? Oh, it's raining outside again. It is pouring out again, coming straight down. Let's see here. Scott Weber, I haven't started counting backwards, and my birthday is this month. My mom, whose birthday is Sunday, claims she's only 29. God bless her for that. Let's see. Last minute laugh out loud, like for real. How sad for Pearl passengers, says Mara Fair. Well, like I said, Italy's in recession. Europe is not booming like the U.S. is. There could be openings of 3, 4, 5, 6 days from now for a cruise. You might only get a 1-week cruise instead of a 13-day cruise, but hey, 1-week cruise at a super cheap price in Europe, why not? You're getting this one refunded, and you're getting something for the future, so why not? Let's see here. Who else have we got here? Sylvia, after listening to Bruce yesterday about travel insurance, I'm really considering changing my travel insurance from cruise line to homeowners, but it's not yearly, only one trip, January Encore. Yeah, I would look into it, Sylvia, because it just, you got to have the coverage. I mean, having insurance that is useless is not having insurance. Having insurance that is for an annual, but you only use it once, is having insurance when you need it, and you never know, you might do a second trip within the calendar year. Maybe, you do one trip here, and then 51 or 50 weeks later, you do another one. There's 2 in a year, you're covered. So I don't know. To each his own. You have to figure. It has to work for you. There's no question about it. Barbara has formed near Hawaii, says in Tall Pines. So that sounds like a hurricane to me, from what I'm getting, or some kind of a disturbance. I'll check it out. Let's see. Who else have we got going through here? Sherry Awesome saying hi to everybody. Vita's here grabbing popcorn, sitting on the couch. Sylvan, there was no skeet shooting on the Norway on November 1990, so I guess cruise lines dropped the idea sometime in 1990. Environmentalists started the Save the Skeet campaign, and cruise lines obliged. Oh gosh. Let's see, who else have we got here? No joy ship for me. I need that spa, says Norman Duarte. Tom Henry, 7-day cruise on Epic departs July 7th, $1,049 for a balcony. And Elton, hope you enjoy Dublin, Emily, and get a great deal on another cruise. Marfair says hi. Sherry, Scott Weber, all I know, I have sticker shock from the price of excursions in Norway and Iceland. I believe it. Cat 4 says in Tall Pines. Cat 4 Storm. Jeff Gold, Swan Trip Insurance .com, I think. Nurse Nancy, I bet Scott Weber. There you go. I've caught up on the messages for all of you. Thank you for being here today. I'm on again tonight, 8 o'clock for trivia, live trivia. Come and join me. I'm not on the air tomorrow. I'm repeating it for those who are watching the rerun. I'm not on the air tomorrow. I'll be on the air Thursday. Next week, Wednesday, I'm off the air again. Tomorrow, traveling to Calgary. Next Wednesday, traveling back to Creston. But Mr. Stinky will make an appearance starting Thursday on the live shows if I can get him. Got to scoop him up and hold him up. He's a big boy. But I'm sure I can get him to come on for a quick peek anyway, and then we'll let him get some sleep. Join me for that if you wouldn't mind. It would be great. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for the 54 thumbs ups today on this show. Appreciate it. If you get a chance today, please check out the 2 videos I have already uploaded today. The video about the NCL Pearl, that was the trip that was canceled, and the video about the Carnival Vista and how they are going to repair her in a floating dry dock that is being brought in from Norway. Quite an interesting story, and look forward to that. I hope you enjoy that video, and I'll do updates on both these stories as we go forward. Sylvan, I'm having Bruce withdrawal symptoms already. Dinner awaits. Great show as usual, bros. Thanks, everybody. Tom Henry, South American tours are very expensive too. How about a $1,200 excursion that he's on? Includes a plane ride. I think it's an 11-hour tour. In Tall Pines. Thank you, Bruce. Vivian, bedtime. Good for us. Good night, guys. Take care, Vivian. Donnell, great show again, Bruce. Planning to stay up until 1 a.m. for trivia tonight as I'm off tomorrow. Bye all till later. Night Viv from Tom Henry. Nurse Nancy, bye all. Stay safe, healthy, and dry. Kelly Haston, looking forward to seeing Mr. Stinky. Great, Donnell. Debbie Emmanuel, we'll miss you all. We'll miss you all Thursday, out of town with no reception. See everyone for trivia, I hope. Otherwise, chat again Friday. Toodles. Thank you, Debbie. You take care. Glenn Edinburgh, those poor burgers missing the cruise, those poor buggers missing the cruise at Rome, he is saying. Sherry, bye, everybody. Nurse Nancy, sweet dreams there, Vivian. I'll miss you tomorrow. Happy 4th to those who celebrate. July 4th, that's right. Day after tomorrow. I'll be on for the 4th. Dave Butler, night. Great show. It's 11 p.m. in Dublin now. Vivian, Donnell, the answer in trivia is the Vatican. Tom Henry, we need a special birthday trivia question for Donnell. And Tom Henry, the answer is Zanesville. That's the answer, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. See y'all later for trivia, says Linda Lou. I look forward to seeing you folks for trivia at 8 o'clock tonight. It's always a good time. And please do join me. I got music trivia lined up tonight. Again, looking forward to that. I got to loosen up my vocal cords in case I need to give you hints. I'll do the best I can with what little I've got. Cheers, Viv. Good night. Thank you, Donnell. Thank you, Linda Lou, Tom. David, Nurse Nancy, Sherry, Glenn, Debbie Manuel, Tom Henry, in Tall Pines, Sylvan Forrest, who else? Sherry Awesome Sunset, Jeff Gold, Scott Weber, Norman Duarte, Vito is here, Mar Fair. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you for joining me tonight. 59 thumbs ups as I say my goodbyes. I will see you in a couple of hours for live Driving with Bruce trivia tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll see you in a little while. In the meantime, take care. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy. If it's kind of hot where you are, stay cool. And stay dry if it's raining, because it's raining here. I'm staying inside. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Thanks all, and bye for now.